Hello everyone, this is Genesis. I'm coming back to do another video about Dissension. This is actually going to be a coding video. I'm going to be coding in a rather, I think, peculiar or maybe just kind of unexpected script or function I would not think of to do for this, but I found quite a problem with the way I use vehicles for spawning in, how you can purchase, like, say, an artillery piece anywhere you'd like, and then be able to also hit anywhere you'd like on the map. Which isn't too bad because it costs you some money to do so, and I want to be able to have the artillery in there. However, the problem comes into is that you can literally get a ammo box or anything next to you and infinitely fire missiles over at something. Now, this is something that I don't really care about, but when you have maybe 4, 5, 6 players doing this, it not only probably would it destroy a server, it could be ridiculous if it was an entrenched position of players and they're getting nothing but barrage from missiles all for free. So what I want to do is make it to cost money to rearm off of any vehicle that can rearm, refuel, or repair, and it needs to cost something. It's not going to be a terrible amount, but I want it to add up. If you just keep firing missiles, you're going to go broke. If you don't have the money for it anymore, then too bad, you cannot do it. It's going to be an add action or an action on the vehicle that repairs and rearms, refuels. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. I kind of have to think about that, but we are going to go ahead and go about it that way. What I'm thinking of doing is whenever a vehicle gets spawned in by the player, it gets caught by the handler that handles that vehicle, and it checks to see if it repairs, rearms, or refuels. And if it does any of those things, it will add a certain action to it. Now, I'm not usually a huge fan of add actions because they clutter up the action menu, which is already a miserable choice. But I'm not too entirely sure what the option is. I don't want it to have to be automatic like the normal vehicles are, because then at that point you could just be charged a bunch of money when you don't want to. So I think an add action might be the best way to go about that. Maybe just very low priority. I think that might be the best way to go about it. So we're going to go ahead and begin. So what I'm talking about is when you purchase a vehicle, underneath this tablet functions, which is a tablet that pops up is all handled through here. You're going to let me get down to it. When you purchase something, boop, not equipment purchase, vehicle purchase. Let's see, actually, there we go. When you purchase something, it goes down this list and it kind of filters through everything, yada yada yada. So what I want to do is add a function that gets ran on an object every time it gets created. So we have the thing that gets created always is this variable here, and I'm kind of checking. I probably also need to do cargo box is completely different. I don't need to worry about that. I'm just checking to see whenever I do a create vehicle how I do it, and it looks like if it's a thing, I need to have it ran as well. And if it's aircraft, or if it's land, so I need to have it ran on any of these things. Okay, so I don't even have the function made yet. I'm going to go ahead and just do, I'm going to call it right here. I'm going to do this vehicle call. It'll be, let's call it rearm. Rearm. Replace. Rearm replace. It'll be rearm rep for short. The first thing we need to do, I'm making a function for dissension, is come into my dysfunctions list here and create a new one that gets compiled as soon as mission starts. And we called it rearm replace rep. Okay. And this is what this does is at the start of the mission it compiles everything in here. It's a little bit more efficient, much harder to mess up a function. I still have a lot of functions I need to get into this system. But anything new I do automatically gets put into here. So we're going to go ahead and make this function in the correct folder. And we'll go ahead and say this function handles replacing the default vehicles / objects, repair, rearm, refuel functions. This will allow us to charge a player for rearming their vehicle. Okay. Let's see. We can also give vehicles charges or amounts. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have them do usage amounts. They might just be a they might work forever kind of thing, but always cost money. I am definitely okay with that. Because I'm not sure in ArmA how, I know there is a, well, actually let's take a look. So in ArmA, by the way, while we're making this, I try to find if there's any way that there's like an event handler. An event handler is something after an action happens, it will execute code, which tends to be very efficient, much better way to do things. Looks a lot cleaner. Like I was really hoping to find, an event handler. Let's get to the command. And maybe I missed it, but where is it? There's no like on repair or refuel or anything like that. And let me double check. Like if I type in repair, nothing. If I type rearm, nothing. If I type ammo, there's a fired near hit part. What's this one down here? Incoming missile. Hey, that's kind of cool. I like the incoming missile event handler. That's kind of cool. And I bet I could do something. I bet I can do some pretty cool stuff with this incoming missile. Okay, well here's fuel. Triggered when the unit's fuel status changes between completely empty and not empty. Only so the okay, that's not very helpful if it only is when it's empty or full. So there's fuel. That's about it. So I'm not seeing like anything. That is very helpful, unfortunately. So we have to go in there and make our own, and then we also have default ArmA 3 functions. We can do ammo, module ammo. I don't even know what this does. The rearm is a rearm thing, like a fuel thing in here. Module fuel. Okay, what's this module ammo do? We have no clue. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And one way you can look at what the default functions do in the game is if you're in the editor. You can go to the functions viewer. And what was that one called? Module. You can just use your key. You can hit M. Well, it's not. Oh, a lot of these are mining game. So let's just do filter by config file. There's module ammo. It's a vehicle ammo, very basic. So you can see all the basic functions I already have built into the game. And here's a countdown module, combat, get in, civilian presence, module chat. Lots of cool. Sometimes there's a lot of cool modules you can use and abuse in here. See how they did things. Like here's near player. Oh, this is a CBA function. Yeah. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, so. Here's best picture-in-picture, which I've never messed with. That'd be cool. You can kind of see everything they do, like the string render target. That's kind of cool. At any rate, This is not what we're here for. Let's continue. Let's continue our fun thing here. So what we have to do is we're going to have to just make it ourselves. So we have this get repair cargo, get fuel cargo, get ammo cargo. So my thinking is if it is above 0, as in it has any kind of repair cargo, because then we need to take it away and then give it an action. So the ship is pretty straightforward. Okay, and I always check these little things down here. If the vehicle is not alive, it will always return nothing. What you should check for using is nil. If the vehicle is unable to carry that type of cargo, it returns -1. You should check for using finite. So as long as I'm going to do if it's greater than 0, then we should be okay. So we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and pull up this function. So to refresh your memory, all we do is pass the created vehicle through to this function, and which we can use as this, right? And what we want to do is let's check with the repair first. So what I always just copy this example they have, and I always change it up because I'm lazy. This will be repair, and always private your variables. Okay, so first we need to check if the vehicle has repair. And actually now we'll change this up because I am thinking for copying and pasting later. We need to check if the vehicle has repair. So get repair cargo this. And we're just going to go and do all 3 of them right away. So repair. We can change this to get fuel cargo. Change this to get ammo cargo. And obviously we change it up like that. And we do simple things. Whoops. If get repair is greater than 0, then let me add some comments here. And ammo. And then we'll do if the vehicle has repair cargo. What we want to do then is the other command, which is right down here. See, also is very helpful. Set repair cargo. I want to set to 0. I want it to be empty because we want to handle how it gets repaired, right? So then we can take these, and I'm going to be adding on to these. And we're going to go on, I'm assuming, set fuel cargo. And then we have our set ammo cargo, right? I'm just double checking, make sure these all work the same way. And this is something that I was about to show you, which this actually brings up. Okay, 1 is full cargo, 0 is empty. The actual quantity to work with is determined by the model's class and config vehicles. So, for example, because I'm thinking I want to make a function, an add action, that you get as many uses depending on how much cargo it has. So a smaller one won't work as well. So let's, what's a good, just use some, I thought it was HEMT, right? What? Oh, HEMTT. Ah, okay. Let's use like the HEMTs, for example. Let's just take a look at the repair. What else can repair? I'm just running all vanilla. I don't know. We have those 1 repair crates. Like if we can compare these two, I think they're probably the same. Off-road repair. Okay, yeah, I'm sure that one will be different. So what we can do, can I do this from here? Find a configurator. Yeah, that's very helpful. So there's probably a value in here that tells us its repair value. Now I'm just going to type in repair just to see what pops up. And it was radar type. I don't want to go one by one if I don't have to. And this is all about the unit. This is everything that is how the unit's configured, right? Transport repair. Is this it? Transport ammo, transport fuel, transport repair. So it's 1 to the power, wow. It has a lot, so that will repair a lot. That's nearly infinite. So that's 1 with 12 zeros after it. So that is literally that is a big number that I'm actually having a hard time comprehending. Is that 1 billion? That's more than that. That's huge. I'm tired. So reason why I bring this up now is, oh shit, so I want to do like some formula for this about how much things can carry. Like maybe I was going to divide it by 1,000 or something, but that's just such a large number. That'd be feasible. Well, let's see what this one's got. So we type in, we go to transport repair 2 to 8. And I hope I'm actually understanding how this works right. So that's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So significantly less. So, oh man, I wonder, you know what, can I copy and paste into the calculator? You sure can. Wow, that's just 5,000 times. It goes, wow, that's a lot greater than that. So what would, and you know, you'd have to literally divide it by like, oh whoops, I'm thinking I might just have to do a set amount. Yeah, that's just too many. It's just way too much. So we might just have to do a set amount on these per one. Man, I'd hate to do that though. Let's see what this one's got. What? This one has less than the blue 4-1. So this, the amount of repairing in this one is the same in this one. So it's not even consistent across the ArmAverse. Let me make sure I was looking at the right one. Yeah, whoa, I keep messing it up here, hold on. You can see at the top there that I'm typing. Transport repair. That's it. Oh, it's messing up. Here, right click, find a config viewer. There we go. I messed it up. Okay. Yeah. So this has the same amount of repair as this truck. Okay. So we're just going to make it uniform across the board. That's what we're going to do. Alright. So that, with that out of the way, we can kind of, what that does is let us know how we're going to make our design choices. I'm taking a look at this. I'm looking at this now. Each config ammo has a cost. So like a Tunguska's missiles have a cost of 50,000. Well, this kind of makes sense, right? Okay. So we're just going to ignore that for now. We can come back to and add and work with if you want. So what we need to do now is have an add action for each one. And I'm thinking I'm going to keep using my little fancy add action that I love so much with my revive system. Which is this right here. Rep action. So what we want to do is add an action onto the vehicle. And this is the icon that we want it to look like. And so I'm wondering if we can use any icons we have at all. So we're actually going to test that. First of all, let's see what default actions they have. Because if we look up this, hold action one here, hold action. We can see the default ones that they have. Connect, force respawn, hack, revive, search. I think search is a good one. Let's just use the search. I don't want to mess with any custom things right now. So we're going to just use the search one by default. And it's going to go ahead and add this in here. I'm not sure this is how this will act actually. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Gotta make sure you're pretty close. This we can probably increase it to 10. And it's going to be an action that you have to click and hold down on. And we're going to start this off by being very, very basic first. Oh, I think this was... Okay. This was the repaired. And then we're going to do this, select 0. And to pull this back up, because I need to remember how these get passed through. This select 0 is the object it's assigned to. So whatever object gets this assigned to, set damage 0 it. And let's make the second take at least, we'll do at least 10 seconds. And actually, I want to make another function that handles this. Yeah, let's, yeah, what we're going to do is pass this, we'll call it disfunc. We'll do rearm handle. I'm thinking I'm going to have one function that will handle all of this stuff. So I'm going to make this two in a row like this. This will be repair. And I'm kind of just doing this on the fly, so I'm going to have another function to make this look a little bit neater. Okay. Function. Okay, this function will actually charge the player and the action required. So we're going to have params here. It's going to be action params. Then we're going to have the request. Alright, so let's finish this up before I go too far. So we have so far very simple action. This is repair from. As you adds the icons, it tells you it's repairing while it's doing it. Once it's complete, I need to see what this is. Once it's completed, and it launches this, and then if you stop it, it says that. This 10 is, I believe, how many seconds it takes. And so we have code progress, the code executed in every progress tick. Which is just true. So we have the, let's see, we have code show, code start, condition progress, okay, code start. Which is simply the hit repairing. So here's the code start, code progress, which is empty, code completed, code interrupted, arguments to pass to the script, which we don't need, duration, which is this one, priority, descending order according to its value. So that's highest to lowest. So this value I'm going to put negative. Can I do negative numbers here? I'm going to put negative 100. I don't know how this works. Remove completed. You do not want it to be removed once it's completed. And you can't do this while you're unconscious. Which is also something I want to fix here. Get to that later. Okay. So we're going to repeat this process for the other two. And we're going to have to actually change this up because this is not global yet. We want everyone to be able to use this and join in progress. So this will be fun. So this one's going to be, so we have fuel and then ammo. So this will be fuel. This will be ammo. Okay. You're arming. And I'm just changing these variables here. And this rearm refueled repair is actually kind of a lie because you don't have the money to do it here. Then yeah, then it will stop. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead, and one thing I want to do now is make sure this is join in progress friendly. Which there's much better ways to do this than what I'm about to do. But I'm also stubborn and stuck in my ways. So this whole thing right here is legitimately just a big global execution. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to trim out all the crap I don't need from this one. Just all of this. I need to just pass, this is what I need to pass through. And I'll just do this. So I'm using remote execute here, which is a fabulous function. Makes everything a lot easier in your life. So you can have a function name like right here, and the next one is the targets and if it's join in progress or not. So the way join in progress works is if true, the function generates a unique ID for the message, and the message is itself is added to the join in progress queue and executed for every join in progress client. If a non-empty string is given, it is treated as a custom ID of the message, and the message itself is added to the join in progress queue, overriding any remote blah 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 some ID. Okay. So what we want to do, and I'm actually seeing how this works. Oh, look at this. So if you attach it to the object, then it automatically gets removed as we need. Okay. That's really handy. So that's actually pretty optimized. I did not expect that. So we can do, to make this so we don't have to worry about removing this later if the object gets destroyed, we can literally make it so that it just passes the vehicle here. Okay. We'll do it to everyone. If it's dedicated, with we want the dedicated server to run this. I believe there's a way to make it so everything. Okay, yeah, so we have to just have this if we don't want to run it dedicated. Alright, so we got the params, and now what we need to do is come in here, simply add in, change this here to that. And now we have a join in progress friendly. Actually, we will test this on the server as well. Now what we do is just come in here, place just like that. What I'll do is just do something like this. Control exit. Control V. Space it out. Do that. Control X. Control V. Just like that. Okay, now these should be join in progress friendly. Working local server as well. That is good. Let's get rid of this extra exclamation point. Okay. So now let's work on the actual function that will be doing this, which is this RE handle one. Alright. So if the request is equal to repair, then we do this. I should just do, how do I want to handle this actually? So first let's actually just do the cost. So how are we going to do the cost and how are we going to repair? Well, say if you're repairing, yeah, the set damage command, right? Is there another way that interacts with damage? No, just purely set damage. And here, even though it could be a waste of players' time, I think it should be pretty common sense that the repair or the vehicle in question that's supposed to get rearmed is going to be vehicle player, whatever vehicle the player is in. If the vehicle player is just equal to the player, so meaning he's on foot, then we want to exit with saying, and I want to use my message, what do I call it, message system? Message framework is what I want to use, which this is it right here, but I don't need it to be remote executed. There we are. You cannot repair. Oh, so you need to be in the vehicle. You need to be in a vehicle. Simple to the point. So it exits out and to do the whole action again inside the vehicle. Okay. And if I really get it fancy, I can make it so it creates a rope from the object here. You have to walk up to the vehicle and do some stuff, but you know, let's just keep it simple for now. Okay. Now let's do the cost. How much is this going to cost every time? So, should it cost the same if you go from empty to full? Maybe. Let's see. So if we get damage, we can do a get damage command. Let's just do like a math formula here. So the damage. So if the request is equal to, oops, repair. Is exit with the right way to do this? I'm not sure. Let's just start there. I probably should use a switch, but it's only 3. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. So a couple of things we need to pull right away. Actually, I can't remember how to do this with params. I need to double check. With params, how to pull, like if something's an array, how to pull an array. You use params to pull an array of things. If that makes any sense. Where is, I'm looking just simply for the command params. Am I in the right spot? Yeah. Where are the p's? There they are. This params array. Oh, not that. I'm looking to see if something is and yeah, like this one right here. Looks like you do a block. Oh, interesting. I'm going to spend more time with this later, I think. There's a lot of cool things you do with the params, which I am not doing. Interesting. Okay, so we'll keep this a little bit more straightforward. So with this handler, when I pass this, so if we go back to, do I have it still? The add action. That's weird. Hold action, my bad. The hold action command, what it passes through the array is this. The select 0 is target. So we can do target is going to be this select 0. So the call, I don't think we're going to need all these ID. So we just need the target for right now. Let's just pull that. Okay. It'll be this, it'll be action P select 0. So back to my point is if we have damage, so let's pull the damage. We'll do previous damage, get damaged. Let's go vehicle R. So this is on a scale from 0 to 1. So 0 to 1. So maybe we can make this, if your damage is, let's see, 0.5 is half dead. I want it to cost more than if you're at 0.9. So what would be reversal if I could do 1000? I divide it by your damage, right? If I do divide it by 0.2. Or if I did 100, say you're almost half dead. And so you say you're half dead, so 0.5 divided by 0.1. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to oops, 0.5 divided by 100, I mean. Oh wait. So your damage is, I'm terrible at math, by the way, especially this early in the morning. I cannot function. Okay. So I want to create a formula. Which would literally be, which is probably painful for you to watch. So say it will be the cost, the default cost. Let's see what's 500 divided by 0.5. Oh, I mean, I think I was down to multiplication. Yeah, that's it. So the base cost maybe is 1,000, but if you're at 0.5, 500. So if you're lower, it should cost more, and that's reverse. So, yeah, I see what we're doing here. Let's make the base cost. How about start with 500? You're at 0.5. It'll be 1,000. Let's do 250. Oops, too much. Let's start with 250. So we'll do private cost is going to be 250 divided by your damage, and we'll make sure to floor that. If the cost, if the player's money, yep, minus the cost is less than 0, I'm going to exit with another message. And that is going to be, you lack funds for repair. Okay. If he has the money, then the player has the money, we're going to go take the money away. We'll do vehicle R, set damage 0. Should be simple as that. Okay, and if we can get even fancier and add in like effects and stuff like that. So we're gonna have ammo. I actually don't think we needed this at all. Ammo is going to be very similar. These all go on scale of 0 to 1. So here's set ammo. I think it's just literally ammo. And oh, ammo. Ooh. This one's a lot more tricky, and I remember this. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how to do the FARP here. Let's just set vehicle ammo. Let's take a look here, how complicated this is. Set vehicle armor. Got all these interesting, whoops, all these interesting commands over here. No. Go back. Alright, anyway. I'm curious what a lot of these do here. Sometimes I just forget what is out there. Set vehicle ammo is, that's the 0 to 1. Except the problem is this command does not add magazines to vehicle weapons that normally start with more than one magazine. Okay. ArmA 2. This is relative to the current magazine loadout. Set vehicle ammo definition. So we need to use a different command. So it's the armor. Oh, this is the armor. Oh, well, that's not as fancy as I thought. Set vehicle. Okay, so this has so much ammunition. Okay, so we want to use this one. The problem is there's no straight up get ammo, like this ammo command here. Okay, so we're going to have to use the same. This is going to be more complicated than I thought. Because you can't just get the ammo. thing. Alright, so what I have here is a fart script. This is actually, I took this from, this is old. Which is great, but so let's go ahead and we'll just copy this, and I can gonna go through how it works. This is definitely be more complicated. So let's go ahead and go back to here. So the ammo, and we can get to the cost in a little bit. Let's get to this, we can get to this all in a little bit, because we're going to have this entire thing to go through, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So this is a call function. So keep in mind that I can't have any sleeps in here. So I'm going to change this quite a bit. We're going to set the object now is, we're going to replace object with the vehicle. So vehicle set vehicle ammo is going to be 0, so we set it to 0. The type equals type of vehicle R. And we can even confirm that over here. Go to this function. Type is type of object. Okay. So it pulls all the magazines it's supposed to have if the count is greater than 0. It will put it in the remove magazines. It'll remove it. Removed. Push back. Actually, can improve this. That's how old this is. Okay. We have the magazines back in. Let's private this one. Counts greater than 0. I'm just gonna see this is kind of going through. Gets to the magazines. Does the whole thing again with the turrets. Push back. Okay. Push back, beautiful. Okay, there's sleeps in here, which we are not going to be doing. This is a call. And there it should rearm the vehicle that way. Okay, so the first thing we need to do though, let's figure out, well, how much is this going to cost? This one's a lot more complicated. This one might just be a flat rate because it completely wipes the site clean and gives you more. That would make it more simple right now. I'm kind of looking. Yeah, let's just do a flat rate right now. So the cost. So we're going to grab this up here. We'll do just 250 for it. So that makes it to go 50. Let's see, 100, 4, 5. You know, 5. At least 5 people with that vehicle for it to be worth it. Let's do 300. Should do just 6 people. But if you're going around a tank isn't hard at all, but like artillery rounds, there's a good chance you won't get all that money back. So we're just going to keep it like that. And there's ammo done. So that one was a lot more difficult, but fortunately I already had a function that was able to handle that. And now we need to do, there's ammo. Let's do refuel. And I think the fuel one is a good and easier one, so if we do fuel. Which is 0 to 1. And we're going to do the same system. We're going to make fuel cheaper. We're going to do 150. 100. Nice and cheap. And we just simply use the set fuel command. Sometimes just set fuel to 1. And if you lack the funds to refuel, then you're really shit out of luck. Okay. Alright, that's it. That function's done. So now we need to get in there and test it. And actually, before we do that, I need to make sure everyone, for every crate vehicle here, we've run this command. We don't need to do it for this one. Alright. Let's go ahead and load up. I've also added, for some people... Oh, I just realized this has been here the whole time. Has that been... That's funny. Has that been covering it up Notepad? Oh, man. Good thing. I just realized what was happening here with this. I did not know this was clicked. I don't know if I did that by accident at some point in time, but that sucks. But good thing it wasn't blocking anything too crazy, I hope. Well, we're just going to turn that off now. Remember to look at your tracker. Okay, we got an error message here already, and I already see what it is. Is that already? There we go. Yeah, I always make mistakes like this. Like this needs to have apparently commas, which feels weird to me. I'm gonna go back out, back out. Save it. Go. And go. Load. It's okay. This is on Altus. I've tested this on quite a few islands. It works well on a lot of islands. One thing I've noticed though with Dissension, because now when units spawn, they get put into buildings and they walk out of the buildings. One thing I have noticed with that is if you're playing on, say, a World War II map or something, the buildings will trap AI indoors. They will literally get stuck on doorways. And there's just no way, I don't even know how to fix that at this point. So I'm waiting for the barracks to spawn. And once the barracks spawns, cool, I can actually purchase things. Bam. We gotta wait a couple seconds. Sometimes it takes a while to get all executed. There it is. So let's go ahead and purchase a commit repair. Okay, let's see. Wow, let's see something here. Repair is here. Now, obviously, you probably see an issue already, which is the this is repair from B_T_truck, blah 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 blah. Now, maybe I should make it even more I think I want to handle this. That's because I do type up, which I should have known this. I was trying to pull the display name of the vehicle, which I can. I think I might just make it repair. Yeah, we're just gonna make it repair. We'll make this, and they're all gonna say repair. I just realized, which is fine. For this test around it, and we can make this do rearm. Alright, so let's go ahead and test, see what happens if we do this on foot. You see this action, it takes quite a bit of time, which is really important. At least give the player something. You can't just sit there firing. You have to at least do something. Okay, you need to be in a vehicle. Cool, so let's go ahead and purchase a vehicle. Let's purchase another helmet. So what we need to do is test first. We need to test, will it repair me? So if I do vehicle player set damage 0.5. It's not repairing me automatically, which is really good. So let's use the action, see what happens. First let's check my money here. 56386, $56,386. Let's go ahead and repair. I should add in a message saying how much it costs. Repaired. And if we look at the cost, 500, yep, it cost me the money. So let's go ahead and add in the cost. We're going to make this a format. Completed. You have been charged. Alright. So that way it'll tell us how much it cost to do all that. Beautiful. Okay, so let's test let's go ahead and get a MO1. So that's going to be a little bit more. Now we just got an error there, which is really odd. Set the rearm. Did I have a typo down here? Type array expected object. Oh, that seems to be a vehicle. That would have been the smart thing to do. Okay, so now we need to just restart and test this. Oh, we got, oh, there's the guy just taking my vehicles. Okay. Yep. I definitely didn't want any of those. Thanks. Yep. Thanks, AI. Okay. Alright, so we changed those up. Let's test this. This is getting on. Now, this is definitely one of my longer videos. These coding videos always take forever, and I need to get to bed. So let's hurry this up. So we're going to wait for the commander to build the barracks. Eventually. I'm going to show you how to build it. Wow, he's really taking his time. Oh, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you, Commander? Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, where am I? Oh, Rex is up there. Alright. So once I get initialized, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and purchase the product which is armed. This will be a good test because it's got multiple turrets to it. Alright, just right outside the road, actually. I should be close enough to there. Let's get the, let's go get the Hemet ammo. Oh crap, did I forgot to lock it again. Man, they are just evil, don't you? Let me lock this. Here, I need to lock once I get out. Oh. What? I just got run over. Okay. Alright, listen. Don't trust AI. They're evil. Lock your vehicles. They just drove off with my Vic. Okay. I have my earplugs in because he was shooting in my ear. Let's go ahead and get another one. Because why not? Take the earplugs out right now. We'll make sure to lock the vehicle this time. Okay, there's no one around yet, so we're going to go ahead and put the earplugs in. We're going to shoot a bunch of these rounds. This actually doesn't matter, so I'm going to make sure it works. I want to go through the entire drum. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here. Get out. Am I not close enough? No, I'm not close enough. Then we're going to go ahead and rearm it. Completely been charged $300. And it looks rearmed. We have that box back. The front gun has its rounds. That's beautiful. So let's empty this. I can see it's not giving us ammo automatically. Give me it back. Beautiful. Okay. So that's any vehicle spawned in through players. We'll get that even choppers. So I don't think there's any air ones that resupply actually. But let's see. Let's test the repair container. There's two of them. I don't know why. Fuel. ammo. They get them too. So here's the repair. Let's double check the repair. So what happens if I try to do it while I'm not hurt? He gets an error. Error due to visor. So we need to catch that. It would be important to catch that. So if you're trying to repair, if repair, then we just exit with. You are not damaged is the message. Here we go. Okay, let's try to rearm. Oh no, I want to refuel. Whoops. A little too close. And refueled. Did not give me a cost or anything. Did I not do that? For the refuel. And it feels backwards, so I actually need to multiply. Like that. Okay. So there you go. So now we have systems like that. That work perfectly. And now we have repair, rearm, refuel system in Dissension. It's unique, homegrown. Gives more control over it. I like it. Okay. That said, we're going to go ahead and give the AI a gift. Oh, we can just fall through the world. I didn't lock any of these. I locked this one. I guess this one isn't good enough for them. Oh, there they go. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Again, I'm hoping to release this real soon. I would love to get this out there. Like I said, it's mostly just polished, adding things here and there. Finally added in the top there, you can see instead of just saying what side it is, it tells you where you're actually at. So if I get close to core here, I'll change to core. It's very helpful. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll end it here, and I'll see you all next time.